You, and I'm just wondering how many of you are still reeling under the impact of what happened yesterday. Because I'm totally overwhelmed by the results in Delhi, and I don't know if the report actually matches whatever happened phenomenally out here. Anyone who was expecting this kind of a result out there in Delhi? Anyone in this? Okay, phenomenal. In my, memory, I've never seen something like this. So while we get this up on the stage, this is the second year that we are actually doing this survey in India, for India. We've done it worldwide almost now 5-6 years. In India, we are doing it just the second year. We unveiled the report last year, which was called the Total Retail Report. And this report actually covers what is the trend happening as far as multi-channel is concerned. So since I just had 10 minutes today, I thought, what I would do is actually take us through the headlines out here. And I think last year when I was on the stage talking about online versus offline, we were still very tentative about, who's actually going to take a lead out here. But I think whatever has happened last year, clearly, the kind of disruption that the e-commerce players have created out here in the industry is phenomenal. So I think when we talk about online versus offline, we are actually looking at, let's say, the Tatas or the Aditya Birlas actually starting to consider this as a business model, as a growth engine for themselves. They're obviously, not looking at buyouts, because with a valuation of around something like 11 billion, it hardly makes sense for them, to buy out a company, because that will have its own multiple. But they are thinking about now creating these kind of businesses right from scratch. Now, big ticket investment, we are seeing that. We also thought that, when we talk about a Flipkart or a Snapdeal or something like that, they had reached a saturation point, but apparently not. There's still a huge lot of investment which are coming in, and while the pundits have their own view about, why are they coming in small trenches out here, it's very much something that our PE clients are actually looking at and very, very excited about. Aggressive customer acquisition. Kumar and I were, if you remember, were on a panel a few days back, which actually had one of the captains of the industry from the e-commerce, and the question that he got asked was that why are you so heavily discounting out here? And his instant reaction to that was, because my acquisition cost at the moment is much cheaper than if I had to go out on the road to be able to acquire a customer on my own. So if I'm selling a shirt and I give a $200 kind of a discount out there, my acquisition cost of that customer at 200 rupees is much, much cheaper than actually trying to acquire customers in the manner which the offline retailers do. And I already talked about a lot of big players getting into this marketplace as well. And sales, I don't know how many of you remember so many sales ever. Whether it is offline, whether it is online. I remember when I was younger, we just used to have a Holi sale and a pre-Diwali sale. Then we started having a calendar which had 3 sales. Now we have sales which are no reason sales. You're just having a sale because you needed to have sale, and I always have believed that this particular industry thrives on greed, and a no-reason sale is actually a substantiation of that part. So I think this is something which is getting to be such a consumer market out here. While we are on the other side buying, I think we are extremely happy about it. Things only start getting complex when I'm selling out here. So the wave of disruption, I think, the price war has been phenomenal out here. If you actually typically look at it, there was this huge discussion whether it is ethical to be able to, sell goods below their cost price. And, a lot of, retailers have been doing that. The offline retailers have been up in arms, saying this is not a done thing, the government should intervene. So I think one of the biggest disruption created in the market has been price. And I'll show you a few statistics as we go along. A lot of our respondents, and we spoke to around 20,000 people worldwide, out of which 5% were in India. And the Indian clients were telling us, our Indian respondents were telling us, 50% of them, that they go online to shop because they get a better deal. This has actually created a lot of complexity for the OEMs as well. So basically, if you're looking at, let's say Microsoft, you're looking at a Samsung, you're looking at a shirt vendor or anyone out here, the issue is that now if these same people are actually getting onto their side, they're expecting these OEMs to provide an equal amount of discount. And that's creating a huge amount of tension between the two vendors in this case. Then is the exclusivity in products. Now, when you talk about exclusivity in products, there are a lot of these niche, companies which are coming up. Last year, I spoke about, being stunned when my friend bought a solitaire online, and for a woman, it was unimaginable that I would not touch a solitaire before I bought it. But apparently, there were people who were walking into his house, showing him the product before he bought it. So a lot of exclusivity